Red-handed, Iran accused today of building a secret underground nuclear fuel plant and keeping it hidden for years. And joining us live here in the studio is Reza Pahlavi, the former Crown Prince of Iran. And it's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
I was just speaking to you in the commercial and letting you know we are just getting word via Time magazine with an interview that was conducted. Mahmoud Ahmadinejad has just said, in essence, he is warning President Obama about the language he used today when speaking publicly about pressuring Tehran to come clean with what they're doing, and he said it would be unwise for the president to continue down this line of discourse. What do you have to say to that? What is your reaction?
Well, first of all, I must tell you that I'm not surprised at the fact that yet another layer of this onion has been unveiled as to what the regime has been up to for so many years and tried to conceal it from the rest of the world. I guess this news further validates the fact that the world was right to second-guess the disingenuous attitude that this regime has displayed time and again, trying to stall for time with ambitions that clearly point to something much more than just peaceful use of nuclear technology.
Okay, we're going to have a poll screen right now and put this up for our viewers to read, and it goes as such specifically from Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. If I were President Obama's advisor, I would definitely advise him to refrain making this statement because it is definitely a mistake. It would definitely be a mistake. So the fact that he speaks like this, and he plays almost a cat and mouse game, sir, when he's being interviewed by journalists. You heard Ann Curry, part of her interview earlier. She pressed him no less than 3 times to say, what is your intent? Is your intent when building all these centrifuges, trying to enrich uranium, is it for nuclear weapons purposes? And he tap dances around this. Is it because he's not allowed to talk about this? There's a discord within Iranian politics. Who's controlling things?
I mean, let's go back to the principles. If you're a government that is a signatory to the NPT, and according to that treaty, you have to be able to be transparent and allow for inspections of any site that you have. All this dilly-dallying and dancing around the subject, at the least, creates suspicion, and at worst, could in fact indicate that there's a degree of culpability that has not been admitted, and then we understand the intent behind all of this cat and mouse game. The fact of the matter is that the world is running out of time. How long are we going to put up with this game? How long are we going to put up with these delay tactics? I think the cat is out of the bag. I think people in the world today realize it. I think world governments, world bodies, the United Nations Security Council, the 5+1, the world community understands even clearer today that this campaign of deception has been all along part of the strategy of this regime, regardless of who is the representative of the regime at the time, whether it's Mr. Ahmadinejad, his predecessors, or people that will come after him.
How about this? What do the Iranian people think is truly happening, and how do they feel about it? We saw so much unrest this summer, people dying, killed in the streets for trying to talk about the transparency, what they believe they want the direction of their country to go. Can you tell me how they feel?
Well, you know, for those who have enough of a memory from the times before the revolution, where the very same countries who today are trying to impose sanctions on Iran over the nuclear issue were in fact competing with each other to sell us that technology before the revolution, indicates to the fact that it was never been a question of the technology, but rather the finger on the trigger. Iranians are the first to realize this, and they realize how dangerously close we are getting to conflict because of the adventurism of this regime and its refusal to come out clear because of its intentions. And if I may add to this, I think the central issue for most Iranians, in fact, is not the nuclear issue. It's much rather the human rights and lack of political freedom issue. Because we believe that if we were to have a full-fledged democracy in our country, the nuclear issue will be resolved automatically, not just within Iranian borders, but a reversal of this proliferation risk that now the whole world has to contemplate as a result of the policies of this regime in place.
For a very unique perspective, we appreciate it so much. Former Crown Prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi, thank you.
Thank you very much.